Hello friends! Do you know people who live in suffering and even justify it? Today we are exploring the profound spiritual phenomenon of self-punishment, a pattern that goes far deeper than psychology suggests. Self-punishment can take many forms, from negative self-talk to overt, persistent self-harm. It manifests as unconscious choices that lead to harmful situations, repetitive patterns of failure, or attraction to people who hurt us, exactly where we are most vulnerable. Even seemingly positive behaviors like exercise or healthy eating can serve as self-punishment when taken to extremes. Some believe that even accidents may sometimes occur due to unconscious guilt. People who place themselves in situations of persistent suffering cannot easily let go of these patterns. They harbor an inner belief that they don't deserve better, that they deserve to suffer. Sometimes there is an unconscious belief that suffering will transform them into a better person. Often there is a profound regret about their current life, feeling that they haven't done what they should have done, or that they have harmed others. People sometimes deliberately maintain or even intensify negative feelings by listening to depressing music repeatedly, or entering conflicts that bring humiliation and insult. Paradoxically, those prone to self-punishment may feel more peaceful and satisfied after being hurt or experiencing an accident, because it somehow purifies the deep subconscious feelings of remorse that torment them. As long as they are punishing themselves, they feel in control, believing that they are preventing more severe external punishment. But self-punishment provides only temporary relief. At the deepest spiritual level, most cases of self-punishment occur when a person denies their inner truth and violates the internal spiritual rules they have set for themselves. When someone lives in contradiction to their true calling and purpose, denying their authentic self, the soul begins to rebel and creates situations to redirect them towards the correct path. Every person contains sparks of holiness, and actions that cause the loss of these sparks create profound suffering. Self-punishment often stems from negative karma accumulated from previous incarnations. Since the soul remembers every wrong it caused to itself or others, and no proper repentance or rectification was made, guilt consumes it from within. The soul punishes itself to achieve some form of spiritual balance. Here are some examples of karmic correction. Someone who harmed others' dignity in past lives may experience public humiliation in this lifetime. Those who withheld charity may experience poverty or financial loss. Or those who damaged families may face relationship or family difficulties. Subconsciously, the person expects punishment that corresponds measure for measure to their past transgressions. The soul may try to lead a person toward correction. But when the ego resists and does not cooperate with the required spiritual processes, the soul forces rectification through creating crises that compel growth and change. These situations may manifest as loss of job, relationships, or possessions. Serious illness, forcing re-examination of life, or imposed isolation that compels inner reflection. All self-punishment processes occur in thought, both conscious and unconscious. According to the Kabbalah, through his thoughts, a person can bring themselves to the side of holiness or the side of impurity. If someone has failed and committed transgressions and has no way to mitigate the harsh decrees that falls upon them, or purify themselves, and cannot forgive themselves, they live as prisoners in self-punishment day and night. The torments of conscience darken their face. They cling to impurity and distance themselves from the Creator. As long as a person remains occupied with the thoughts that they are unworthy and sinful, even if these thoughts are subconscious, they are essentially prosecuting themselves, adding sin upon transgression, and bringing harsh decrees upon themselves, causing sadness and suffering. What are the conditions that enable healing? Being completely satisfied with yourself in wholeness of body and soul, and rejoicing in who you are. Only then can the lights of divine kindness fill your vessels. However, this is quite difficult to achieve. For severe cases of low self-worth leading to self-punishment, I highly recommend applying the powerful spiritual tool of the 72 Names of God. The letter combination Mem-Chet-Yod from the 72 names helps to project all the good, radiance, and holiness that exists within a person, subduing the impure forces that surround and cause them to stumble due to past transgressions. The power of the name Mem-Chet-Yod is breaking the thoughts of impurity about oneself. It helps to accept oneself completely as the Creator formed them, illuminates the understanding that even if one committed transgressions and torments themselves over it, even the sin itself was a process that the Creator led them through to learn the path of truth. Mem-Chet-Yod enables return to repentance and understanding of how far they have strayed. We inscribe the letter combination Mem-Chet-Yod into the body and mind through meditation, directing it toward the thoughts of impurity that lead to self-punishment, following evil deeds. Mem-Chet-Yod purifies the thought and helps show a person the good in themselves and others, judging themselves and others favorably, and thereby illuminating the correct path from heaven. It mitigates harsh decrees and brings tranquility to the soul. As you can see, the letter combinations of the 72 names of God cover all areas of life. There is no need to spend a lifetime in persistent suffering or self-punishment, and processes can be shortened through spiritual rectification at the root. If you are interested in learning about the 72 names of God in depth, you are welcome to explore my online course, The 72 Names of God, Kabbalah Spiritual Healing, Level 1 and 2. The link appears below this video.